Hey, welcome to my studio. I'm going to be painting a painting today of J.R.R. Tolkien lighting up his pipe. A couple years ago I painted a painting of C.S. Lewis lighting up, so I thought, hey, maybe I'll do one of Tolkien. So during this video I'll try to explain some of the different techniques I'm using, colors I'm using, to hopefully help those of you who are learning to paint or painting to learn a little more or have some ideas. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it.
So I'll probably get another cup of coffee and I'm going to get started on the painting. So I begin the painting by filling in dark areas on this one. I've got the sketch and you can see my head turning. I'm actually looking at a photograph that I took. I didn't take it. I had it blown up and I'm looking over to reference the photograph of Tolkien, and I'm filling in dark areas so I can establish a dark and light pattern. I'm using phthalo blue mixed with burnt umber. I never use black paint. I don't use black, I don't know why. Mixed phthalo blue, burnt umber. You can get a little cooler with the blue, or if you want a little warmer black, you can add a little more burnt umber. So, and then mostly a dark blue background. Now I'm filling in the flesh tones using titanium white mixed with a little bit of cadmium red mixed with a little bit of yellow ochre, and then I'm in some of the darker brown areas. You can see that's burnt sienna, and his coat is a yellow ochre mixed with a little bit of white. So then I'm still filling in the background, and now almost finished with the undercoat. So I've got the acrylic undercoat, and as I have said before, you can paint oils over acrylic but not vice versa. Just about finished with the acrylic undercoat, and there it is. That's finished up, has to dry, and I'll come back next day or a couple of days later, and now I am beginning to work with oils, filling in working on his flesh tones with oils, using again titanium white mixed with a little bit of cadmium red mixed with a little bit of yellow ochre, even a little bit of burnt sienna here and there, and just working little by little on the details. His hair is, you can see it's kind of got a bluish tint to it. That's phthalo blue mixed with titanium white, and I'm just going to keep adding. I usually work in layers, so after I finish pretty much one layer of the oils, then I'll go back in, and after a couple days go back in with more oils. So now you can see is lightening up the hair. More work on his face. There's lots of tiny little brush strokes in his face. I don't know if you can see him that well or not, but I like lots of little dabs of oil paint, and just working all around, as you can see. Working on the smoke a little bit coming out of his pipe. A little more work on the background now. This is another session after that initial first session of oil painting. So now I'm coming back in here with phthalo blue in the background and covering his coat, thickening that up. I'm using yellow ochre mixed with white, probably a little bit of raw umber in there. See in the background there, that reddish brown, that's burnt sienna. And coming back in now, I'm adding a little bit of white, mixing a little bit of white in on the hair, and titanium white, a little bit more on the smoke, And his left hand there took a lot of work. You can't really tell that from this so much, but I had to just keep tweaking and adjusting. Now I'm adding white in, mixing it in with the yellow ochre on his coat, and a little bit of phthalo green, a little bit of yellow ochre mixed with phthalo green, working all around on the whole painting like I always try to do. Try not to get hung up on one part. So just keep referencing that photo I have. Keep working on that hand. And coming back in now, I'm outlining different parts of the coat and his face and his hair. I'm outlining with phthalo blue mixed with titanium white. Just that little bit of a blue outline really makes things pop, stand out. So I will go back, and if you look closely at the painting, you'll be able to see there's a lot of very thin light blue outlining. So I try to mix in colors that aren't really there. There wasn't really blue in his face or green. So I'm mixing a little bit of phthalo green. Like I said, I use white mixed with burnt sienna, little yellow ochre. Skin tone is, you make skin tone out of white and a little bit of red, a little bit of yellow ochre, a little bit of burnt sienna. And it is pretty much finished. So thank you for watching. Really appreciate you taking the time to watch this, and if you would like to see more videos of me painting, more time-lapse videos, just go to Mark Altroghi Paintings on YouTube. And also, if you'd like to check out some of my paintings and prints of my paintings, you can go to Mark Altroghi Studio on Etsy. So thank you again for watching.